What up, guys? Video go making videos when I can. Probably when I had a good New Year. I thought I'd make my first official 2022 comic picks of the I guess technically of the month to start off with my video. And my one manga pick, uh, and now stay tuned after I explain some stuff. The first one I got is Who Wants to Marry a Billionaire. Now, from the glances of it, obviously there's a mature warning on it, but it looks just like a typical ecchi whatever, and is very lewd filled, which like some of the Milky, which I'm also reading, but I want to show it now. But as I read it, it's more dark and it's kind of somewhat Squid Game like. It's like the survival of the fittest, the rich and the poor, and there's layers and layers of it. I just found this at Barnes& Noble was interesting. Wanted to mention that. I have a couple other mangas I'm reading. Um, I won't talk about it in the video. If you really want interested, check out my podcast. We'll leave it in the description below. I'll talk more to depth on that as soon as my shit for brains co-host gets his shit together. Before that, I'll just do the rest of the comics. I want to shout that one manga out. So I'm just going to be a quick video. I'm trying to get out fast. So we got Death by Life. Your age continues the old battle with angels and succubus and demons. Kind of cool. I love the fucking fantasy art. It's always really cool. Even the back page ending. I just love the artwork. The story is very minimum. It's still very cool, but I just love the art and like the whole concept of demons and angels. Angels fighting demons. Stuff like that. Then we got Angelic, the swimsuit edition. This is a nice art book. Won't show too much to showcase some newer stuff I'm reading. One other art one I got is I finally found White Widow from Absolute Comics. This is the variant cover. Story was kind of lackluster, but I just thought the artwork was cool, as you can see, the holographics, and just kind of cool that I was able to find it in the comic shop. Then we got Perita, the Demon Lady, issue 1 and 2. You don't really need to read issue 1 if you already know her, but it's kind of cool. I'm curious that Chaos, as you can see, has to deal with Dynamite, so continue that story again. I'm very excited to continue reading that. Hopefully that story is cool. She's very much a villain, a bad demon lady, but it's kind of cool. I like to read that, Again, as a Christian, I know that can be kind of cool, but I don't know, stuff just intrigues me, the heaven metal stuff, because the whole heaven and hell shit. It just intrigues me as a Christian. I don't know why. Fire and Brimstone. Then we got issue 1, probably the one shot that I read. It came out a couple years back. It's Marvel Monsters Unleashed. Just obviously a Fin Fame Foe and all, the DC monsters would come to superheroes. I remember when it came out, I never picked it up. Now that it's a little cheaper, it's been out for a while, I picked it up. A lot of these are going to be older comics, some new. A little mix and match. Then we have Doctor Strange Blade. The Death of Doctor Strange, I haven't read. I just love, it's cool that they made more Blade comics. It'd be cool that this is a newer comic, and I want to read it. I love Blade's always been kind of cool. Vampires I want to look up. Continuing of this is an Aftershock comic. Is a Maniac of New York, The Bronx of Burning. It seems like a continuation of the miniseries they do. It's very mystery and kind of, if you're a fan of drafts, obviously he looks very similar to Jason. I was kind of intrigued. The concept idea when they did it, even though I feel like the story kind of lackluster when it first came out, it's still an intriguing concept. So I'm curious to see what more they do with it. I'll do these two. We got. I'm still reading my Sonic comic. Says he got the new bad guy. It's a pretty cool concept. I wish I could draw like that. Well, I'm not trying to sound like Christian, but I do like drawing. But I thought it was a cool concept image, and now it's obviously the ongoing Sonic the Hedgehog issues with always more Sonic characters to see how they do. Always very fun to watch. The video is not as high quality as my usual video. That's interesting. Then we have Panther. Not to be confused with the Black Panther, because what a shock! It's a blonde white girl that just a joke like Shiva. But as issue number 1 continues, it's been a decade since she got her own series. I think there's also a black-haired Panther. She's a mystical Panther lady from Dynamite Comics, an older character. But yeah, Dynamite brought it back, so that's cool. I'm really intrigued to read it. Obviously, it has a rated T rating, because it's a little more adult. But other ones, probably my one DC pick, I think, of this pile, that was my couple more picks, was DC Comics Batgirls. Continues the crazy stories of Batgirl's muscle. Like I said, also reading the Joker. Continue with that. It's pretty cool. It's probably maybe a 10-minute video. I have a lot to get through. I'm trying to shotgun it. Now that makes it Listico. Not that there's wrong with the Listicos. Then we got next, she was a villain of Vabrilla. I guess she's an older character. I'm kind of confused. I'm trying to figure it out. But she's cool. I'm interested to see more of her story. That's what next in Marvel Comics, but I think it's like a different character, different story. It might be some meaning to what that next actually means, but cool. Then I just thought because I thought the cover was cool. I remember when this came out, but also I couldn't get it. But now it's cheaper. It's Invisible Woman's issue 3 as the Invisible Woman got her own series. She's no longer. I don't think we're reading this. So it's kind of like her own story. They're on and off all the time. But another Marvel comic. I guess that was my other. Something I also found I never had was Vampirilla. You know, not Vampirilla. Jenna Jameson's Shadowhunter. I had like the uh, first issue and never got the second issue. I know it's not as popular, but I thought the art was cool for reasons, but I just never got it. I don't want to read it and see what happens. Some people say the story is pretty cool. Some people say it's not. It's just like a cookie cutter. But I guess I'll find out. What else do I got? I think that's it. Actually, trying to see. Yeah, that's it. So that's it. That's it on the 5 minute mark. The only other one I have, I want to talk to. I can try to get Mystique and just again. I remember when this came out like around the X-Men time movies, and it was cool the cover art, and Mystique got her own cover, and I just never gave Mystique another series by itself. Maybe it didn't sell well, but I thought it was neat. So anytime to do something different, I was curious about. But yeah, that's it on the 6 minute mark. I just want to get a video out for the new year 2022. My first comic picks videos, more manga. If anyone wants more, check out my podcast. We're going to talk about more mangas and comic picks that I'm reading a lot more. So guys, take care and along the peace.